Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. They'll run the option left. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And let go there on third down, a loss of 4. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. On play action, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
After the incompletion, here now, third and 2. To throw is Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Vikings at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Cousins now from the 50. And that is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. This is taken around the 12. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy. You understand the same way, just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. First carry for James Conner. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
First down, Murray. That's out to the flat for Akers. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, Akers, back-to-back catches. Finding room at midfield. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and 7. Now Murray. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To throw is Murray. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. Now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Cousins gives way to Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. That worked its way upfield across the 45. Before we can hurry on 3rd down there, 21 yards the play. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Open here, Adam Thielen. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 34. Cousins now. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Throwing now is Murray. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, 81 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down. The interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They go play action. Cousins eluding the pressure right. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. On play action, it's Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now third down and 6 to go.
Usually the offense hasn't answered anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Following the interception, Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Now an end around as Cousins had just popped his forward. Yeah, he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Adam Thielen, as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
17 yards.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
A final shot before half from Murray. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Across midfield down to the 45. That's another first down as they bite on 23 more on that one.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. This one big carry away from busting this open, that's a good start for him. Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Play action now. Cousins sliding out of the pocket. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He's got this downfield to McBride. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, 53 yards. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams. Offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Strong. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To Jefferson on the slant. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And this one's incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And some room to work. 87 yards for him on the ground now. He's been terrific here this afternoon. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. On 1st down, Strong. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
This ball complete to Thielen going across the middle. He'll get it inside the 20.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Looking to throw. Strong. And this is Cook with a grab. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook from 3 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter.
Out for the PAT, here's Johnson.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play fake. Murray. To Connor on the check down. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll run it away for the 4th time today. Pulled in at the 24. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, Strong, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
To throw on 2nd down. Strong. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Cardinals have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point good by Prater. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Nuwanger now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to throw. Strong. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a gain of 7.
From the gun on 3rd down. Strong.
He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. He's got the 1st down.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They'll look to throw again.
Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I'm starting to wonder here, are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
Back to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the defense helping them out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Cousins to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
This is incomplete.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down, and he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. One last shot now for Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up.